conception. That's why it's called being born again. There must be a mental conception. There must be something in your mind. There must be something that was dropped in your mind as a seed that makes you have a different perspective, right? From Hollywood. So when that seed is what you water, that seed is what grows. The more that seed grows in you, the more you find it hard to go back to what you used to do. But if you never had that seed in the first place, if you don't really have that seed in the first place, if you don't really have that experience, right, that turns you away from what is evil, you would find out that it's easy for you to go back into it.
Artist formerly known as Kanye, and he's just now, God damn it. Was it Hennessy that night that with Taylor Swift when you sat there? Because why did you want to do that?
You know, well, I was showing both of my addictions. Boy, this there will be blood. Stop fucking with me. My wife, because she's still my wife. It ain't no paperwork.
We appreciate you. We love you, and you mean the world to us.
Wow. As I said, I'm worth more than all of y'all on this text combined. When I cut my hair like this...
Did you cut it yourself or a barber did that?
Let me tell you.
You want to light up? Yeah, you can light up. It's okay.
Come on, you my Joe Rogan. Let's go.
Yeah, so...
I just want to dive into this. Are you surprised? Does it shock you at all? You know, like, I remember having an argument. I had an argument with a friend of mine when Kanye said, he's a Christian now and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, hey, what is his testimony? What really made him stop doing Hollywood? What really changed him? You know, like, Jordan Peterson has a story. Jordan Peterson talks about, you know, like, he had a vision and everything. You know, like, there has to be something. It's either he's not sharing it, or there has to be something. There has to be a process. There has to be something, you know, like, you're conceiving a new perspective. There must be if you had that seed, but you never water it, but you remain around a circle of wrong people, you are influenced by Christians that are not powerful in the spirit, that are not filled with fire, that are not, you know, leaning onto the Holy Spirit, that are not really doing anything. Or you're just walking around with people that are barely Christians. You're going to fall back into the same old habits. You're going to keep fighting the same addictions you were fighting in the first place. So is Kanye someone who is struggling with believing the Lord? Is he someone who wants to believe for better, but is stuck in a bad habit? You know, I feel like this is something we have to be careful of, so we don't fall victim to it. One of the things I never agreed with was the fact that he just wanted to start up a church out of the jump. Like, you just believe something and you want to start up a church. Like, you know, like, you can't just jump. You have to go through a process. You have to be accountable to people. You know, becoming a preacher, there are so many things in the Bible. There are so many boxes that you have to check. Excuse me. It's not something you just jump into. So, I'm not surprised that he's still cussing. I'm not surprised that he's smoking weed. But, like, the way he's living is is actually going to confuse the people that are around him. That's why you have people like Big Sean leaving his label, and you have people leaving the label and all of that. Why? Because he's not clear-minded. For some reason, he's not clear-minded. And as long as you're not clear-minded, you can't lead yourself. And if you cannot lead yourself, you can't lead people. When he was a secular artist, he was clear-minded. And he could lead a lot of people. But the minute something has dropped in him and he doesn't know what it is, he can't identify it, he can't fully give himself into it, you're halfway this and halfway this. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. You have to be fully into it. Because you're going to confuse the people that are around you. What do you tell your wife you're a preacher now, you want to preach, and then she sees you smoking weed. And then you want to divorce her, and then you don't, and then she's still your wife. And then, like it's like you feel like it's going to be confusing the people around you. It's going to confuse everyone around you, and you're going to be losing more respect for not really fully putting yourself into whatever you feel you believe in. So I hope, he needs to be prayed for. He needs to be mentored. He really needs work. I believe someone will still need to put in our prayers. But I just really wanted to address that real quick. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Tell me if this is something you guys have if there is a trend you've come across in Christians as well doing the same thing. So I guess I'll catch you guys later.